So, have you ever had an ngrok tunnel and then you wanted to do another ngrok tunnel? Well, you can't unless you go pay. So, what I decided to do instead was use FRP and then self-host my own tunnels. However, the configuration for FRP is kind of annoying. It's like you have to do it in a YAML document, and I didn't really want to create those on the fly. I wanted to mirror the way that ngrok works. So instead, what I made is bore. So you can give it a subdomain. So in this case, I choose AOC, give it a port, and then give it a label. The label's optional. Then it'll configure the tunnel. It has like a nice interface like this. There's also a man page for bore, which is very fancy. And there is also shell completions like that, which is very cool. Oh, and the other cool thing is if you run it with no options, you can configure it like this. Again, it works. So then if we come over here, go to bore.dunkirk.sh, we can see all of our different tunnels. So we can see this one's online. So if we click on it, it shows us the thing. And then if we actually go back over here, you can see that actually didn't. There you go. You can see it. It updates the amount of bytes in and out, which is pretty cool. And it'll like show our different connections up here. And then here's a fancy thing. So if we go to a subdomain that doesn't exist, like say test.bore.dunkirk.sh, then we get a wrong stop 404 page and redirects us back to home, which is pretty cool. So I might add some like password protection to stuff, because like that's already built into FRP, but just like add a nicer wrapper on top of it, and it kind of just works. Yeah, pretty happy to share that. Oh, and the fanciest bit, it's all in Nix. So I can actually show over here. Okay, so then if we go to bore, and then the service backend is over here. This is just like a little wrapper around Caddy. So we like configure it. We create like a little config file and like open the TCP ports, and then just have Caddy, proxy, like metrics and API and stuff, and then serve the dashboard HTML. And then for the virtual hosts, we just redirect it. If we catch a 404 from FRP, then we just redirect it to the 404 page, and it works shockingly effectively. And then the nice bit is over here in the home manager module. Where did I stick that? Oh, there we go. So we have a little bore script, so it's just using like GUM, and it has like really fancy, just like shows all the subdomains and stuff, checks if the port's accessible, and then like makes the proxy right here. And then it has like shell completions and just like packages it up, and it works really well. I have no complaints. It's actually like nicer to use for me than ngrok, which I really like. Yeah, so that's my showcase for today.